welcome to Player 2 Start with Jock, Zach, and Kat. Today we're going to be talking about a game that we have been playing non-stop lately and are pretty excited about, called Battlebit.
Yes.
I don't know which one of you want to start, but I just know that I love this game a lot. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Maybe we should give a little bit of history about Battlebit, hey?
So I don't know the history. It was gifted to me. Didn't it just come out like 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, it came out on, what was it, June 15th? No.
Yep, on early access.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, June 15th.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, this game has been making rounds in our Discord. It's been really popular with a lot of people. Not everybody, but
not everybody.
With a lot of people.
All but one that I know of. Literally in my Steam, it says 23 of my friends own this game.
Yep.
That's more than any other game that I have in there.
It's made by 3 guys, and it's just amazing to me that 3 guys have made this game and it's so popular. It's just like a big middle finger to EA and Activision. It's just amazing that they can make a game that trumps Battlefield, let's say, because people want it for the gameplay, not for the graphics, for sure.
Cause your computer to explode.
I mean, you can run it on a potato.
Yeah.
Easily, yeah.
Yep.
So the game we talked about in our last episode, Battlebit, that's what we're talking about. And it's the quintessential mashup of Roblox, Battlefield, and Squad, let's say. Yeah. It's an amazing game that we've been playing so far, and we wanted to talk about it today.
Well, seeing as that while we were talking and I'm on their Steam page and I click on the community hub, I can see there's over 61,000 people on a Saturday afternoon playing this game right now. So you can, there's a lot. I have only got 50 hours in the game, provided I know a lot of my friends that I play the game with have 100 plus hours in the game already, if not more. And there have been, like, when it first came out, so I was not one of those people that was a beta tester or early supporter of the game.
I don't think any of us
were. But some of the guys that I played the game with were early supporters of the game and had beta tested it from a year ago or so. I never did that. I never knew about the game till they told me, like, hey, we're all going to be playing Battlebit, right? I'm like, well, actually, I knew about it like about 6 months ago, but I didn't pay it any attention because at that time I was like, oh, what is this blocky game? I don't want to play this. But you've proven wrong, right? I played the game. I absolutely had fun. Best, like I said, best $15 I've ever spent on a game that gave me more dollar per hour enjoyment than any game that I've bought in recent history, And it's still in early access. And I think, Kat, you were reading about how long they've been in early access, what their whole game plan is, right?
Yeah, I love that on their Steam page, they have their mission statements out there that, kind of talk about their plan and what they've done so far. It seems very genuine. It seems very, they plan to be transparent. And so it just seems like their heart's really in it and that we don't have to worry about this becoming one of our nightmare early access games where we are let down. I started playing this game to be nice because someone said I would like it and I wanted to play it with them. They gifted it to me. So I will admit that, even though I know they will watch this episode, that at first I was like, I didn't know if I was going to like it. My first favorite thing was that there's no friendly fire, because you both know I don't do well in Squad. I don't do well in Hell Let Loose. I just don't do well in shooter games. So the no friendly fire thing, I was like, at least no one can get mad at me. I can be terrible and no one can get mad at me. But man, I fell hard for this game. I've been playing. I only have, I think, 30-ish hours in it. But I literally look forward to coming home and playing this game after work.
So listen. There's one way you can friendly fire somebody that I found out.
Grenades?
Not with your own grenade. Like let's say I put down a couple of claymores in the building and you toss a grenade in, and it's my claymore that blows up. It's gonna kill me. So, but I didn't realize.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I noticed. But one thing that this game did bring out in me is toxicity. And a lot of it, like
for sure,
that death audio that you have in Call of Duty
I
when
love
you're
that.
dying, and oh my god, it's so bad.
It's gonna get me banned though, because the things that come out of my mouth.
Yeah, so I've been doing the same thing, but it's fun. It's in simple words, right? You're not looking for cinematics like we talked about this when we did our last episode. You're not caring about that. You're just pure mechanics, gameplay, and fun. That's
And
the visuals
amazing.
is definitely like a Minecrafty, Robloxy kind of feel.
I love it.
Yeah, me too.
But the gameplay is what we're here for.
Yeah.
The guys that made it, their names are Sergeant Okie Dokie, which is
Love that
amazing.
name. Okay.
Larry and Velasquez. Those are the three guys that developed the game.
Good job, guys. We appreciate you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
self-published. It's amazing. There's 3 modes. There's three different size of servers.
Server size.
Yeah, so there's 32 versus 32, 64 versus 64, and my favorite, the 127 versus 127.
The chaos
That's
mode.
my favorite.
Yeah, it's chaos. It's just
Are
insane.
the other ones smaller? I think I played a 64 and I felt like I didn't
The
like
map
the
is smaller.
smaller. I like the open map, being able to
me
find
too.
that perfect spot.
Listen, the 32v32 also is fun, especially if you get thrown in the like underground metro type of situation. And yeah, see, my kid is there and has his tablet and he walks away. But 32v32 is fun, especially when you get into that metro location, which is underground. You've got subway system, and it's so much fun because all you hear is just chunk. It's all grenade kills. It's just insane. It can.
Oh my gosh.
It can be fun. It's just
meat grinder?
laying down heavy. I'm laying down the M249 fire down the line, and people are just chucking grenades. It can be fun. It can be chaotic, but there are some negatives about the game, which are my opinion, and people might not have the same opinion as me. One is I really wish that loadouts. You could do your loadouts before joining a game. Like, I understand, like, you get new attachments and you want to add them to your weapon while you are in the game, but I feel like it delays me from getting into the action. If you unlock a gun or have a bunch of guns that you've already unlocked, and you can, and I know it's an early access game, and they appreciate the feedback that's given to them, and they're bringing in more changes to the game, and that's going to happen. I would really like that to be implemented in the future, that on the main screen you have a tab for loadouts, so you can customize your weapons beforehand. When you get in the game, you're not doing it then.
Hey, they might change it by listening to us. I mean,
right.
Another thing would be
provide
presets would be awesome,
Yeah.
Just having the ability to have a preset to go into a thing and just say, hey, this is my close range, my close quarter combat, or this is my long range kind of loadout for this class would be great.
Well, and to piggyback off of both of those, I am not as familiar with like the weapon types and the attachments. So if I unlock a new attachment mid game, if I were able to kind of like see what that would look like, if I put a new scope on in the loadout screen, if I would be, because you can shoot the gun, you can hear what it sounds like if you change something with the barrel and whatnot. But I think that would help so that I don't accidentally put like a 16 times on there, get back in the game and have like I know that there's a short, medium, and I like being able to toggle between the scopes in game, but I don't know, just to see kind of what it will look like. So,
yeah, that'd be cool. I agree. There's also vehicles in the game. There's helicopters, and some of the helicopters have like miniguns or something on them.
Yeah, it's a Black Hawk with the 2 miniguns on the side for chief and gunner. Yeah.
Then they have tanks, which is a 3-man crew.
Yeah, 3-man crew, commander, gunner, and the driver is the gunner, and that would be more. Yeah, it's kind of weird, right? So you should have a driver, a gunner, and a commander, but it's like the driver is the gunner, the main gun,
Yeah.
and the driver. And then you've got the guy that scouts, and then the guy on the 50. Or the
Mhm.
7. Yeah.
Then there's like Humvees, and some of them
Mhm.
have. There's 2 different types of mounted weapons on those
Yes.
Humvees. I noticed. I don't know what they are, but I know one's kind of like open, and the other one's operated from within.
Yeah.
And then there's like small little boats that you can travel around
Mhm.
on the islands map. I only know
Jet
that from
skis
the
too?
islands.
Your jet
I'm not a
skis?
fan of that
Oh,
map.
jet skis too.
I
That's
get so
correct.
lost. I get so lost on that map. I
And I
like the
really
maps
like
with the
the
buildings. That's probably my favorite maps, the ones with all the
I
buildings.
like blowing them up. Like you just toss them through C4 in
I
the
love
building.
that everything's
Yeah, them.
destructible.
Yep.
Everything.
Oh yeah, such a great addition to a game, and that I wish many of other games that I play
Mhm.
Yeah.
have, because they don't have that destructibility factor.
That came from
And
Battlefield 4, to be honest. Like I remember in
yeah,
Battlefield 4, you could collapse like all big buildings, and that was an amazing feature because the building would collapse and you would die. And the same thing happens in Battlebit. Like if
Mhm.
there's a bunch of you inside a building and you're fighting out of that building, and the enemy team, if there's an engineer just lobbing rockets inside your structure
yeah,
and collapses, he's gonna kill all of you.
it really is amazing to hear that rumble. It's like,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh my god, I gotta get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
It also cracks me up when you die and people can drag you. I can't. I know that
Yeah.
that's to like drag your people out of the way to heal them, but I get killed and then the enemies drag me all the time. I think I even clipped it the other day. We'll have to post that. But I'm just like, why are you dragging me? And being able to interact with people is so much fun.
So listen, that's a smart thing. You know what I did? So I dragged a body, right, while in enemy territory. I grabbed this guy, I pulled him, and I put an anti-personnel mine right under him, under his body. And then I ran
That
away.
is
So the medic
genius.
came and he
Wow.
grabbed this
That
guy,
is
and
genius.
it was hilarious.
I'm writing
I
that
loved
down.
it. It's fun, you can do
Yeah.
things like that. They're not focused on looking at the AP mine that they can see. They're more focused on getting this casualty up and going, right? Medics are heroes in this game, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, you're
And
like,
they're
"Da, da, da,
leveling up fast too.
oh yeah, the best
Man.
way to level up in the game is to be a medic, because the amount of XP you get healing people and reviving them, it's insane.
Oh
I just
really?
really like the
Yep.
RPG though, so
Yeah,
I
no,
keep
seriously,
running
that's what
that.
everybody I've played with says. If you want to level up and if you want to, get more guns unlocked, well, you're gonna unlock a specific class of guns. You're gonna assault the assault rifles and the SMGs when you play as a medic. Engineer is the only class that gets access to SMGs, assault rifles, and all right, I'm shooting, blanks here. It gets access to all 3 kinds of weapons, but so medic gets assault rifle and SMG, so you can grab them and you can heal them, and you get a lot of XP as a medic, and you can just heal people consistently. I prefer playing support. That's my play style. You get the most amount of grenades, most
Yeah.
amount of mines. You can resupply ammo to the entire friendlies, and I just like laying down
I love
fire with
support.
this also. Yeah.
When I
Yeah.
learned the other day that, and you guys know that I'm slow to pick up things in a game. Like I didn't even know about the scroll wheel to change your sight until like 3 days ago. But I learned the other day that you can change your soldier or under the soldier tab, you can change your armor, and that can affect
Yeah.
how much you can carry.
Yep.
Exactly.
So that's interesting too. I'm still trying to figure out a little bit about how you level up certain things. Like whenever I'm leveling up a rank, is that leveling
Mhm.
up my weapons and attachments,
Mhm.
or is that
No.
just the points that I'm getting in the actual match that's doing that?
So when you level up, you unlock more weapons.
Okay.
When you level up a weapon, which means getting more kills with it, you unlock
Right.
more attachments for that specific weapon. So that's
Yeah.
how it's
Gotcha.
different. And you level up by resupplying your friendlies, reviving your friendlies, and straight up just completing objectives.
Hiding in the corner and waiting until 3
Being a
people walk
rat.
in and just killing all 3 of them.
Basically, you have to get
Did
good.
you guys? Well, you saw what I said the other day. I toggle between running headfirst into the enemies and hiding in a corner because I'm scared. That's what this game does to me. But I think that this game will make me better at some of the other games that I want to play, but
Yeah.
it's too much like Ready or Not Squad. I'll let
Mhm.
lose. It's definitely on the list, but it's like it's third.
I'll tell you what, we played Hell Let Loose last night, and going from this game Battlebit to Hell Let Loose, it was like, how do I play this game again?
Yeah.
And you're
'Cause I got-
slower.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this is much different.
Yeah.
Let me talk about something real quick. Is that the rollout of this game, even though it's in early access, it was fairly smooth. I thought that, you know, three guys rolling this out. I mean, it's amazing that they were able to roll it out this smoothly compared to many of the other games, AAA titles even, that
Yep.
do not roll out smoothly.
Mhm.
And there was some DDoS attacks on their servers, which definitely put a hankering on them. But they've been able to combat it.
Yep.
They've been able to pick it up and keep on going. I don't know if you guys ever noticed it. I do know that my friend Arlen last night was saying he was on a server and the server was getting attacked at that moment, so he had to switch servers.
What does that mean?
So it's hackers trying to crash their servers, basically.
Man, people suck. Hackers,
Yeah.
let us have our thing. Man, we don't
I
mess
don't
with
know.
y'all.
I don't know who it was, but
Why are you having fun?
if
You
they
can't
were
have
from EA, I would not be surprised.
EA developers just sitting in their multi-million-dollar offices and just be like, let's crash this game right now.
Those damn Battlebit
Okay,
kids.
it's a joke. Okay.
I think that these three guys in this game are unicorns in the early access game genre, because and you know, I know we just did an episode a couple months ago on early access games. This is an example of a good one. This is an example of one you do not regret. Even after, you know, you play a match, you provide feedback, or you don't have to. You have the option to provide feedback on the map, what you liked, what you didn't like, and then you have the option to vote for the map you'll play next as a whole, you know, everyone in there, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
I just feel like we have so much more control over the game than, you know, with some of these larger AAA
I would
games.
love to sit down with one of these guys and talk with.
Oh,
Who do I
absolutely.
gotta talk to?
I want to
Okie
meet Sergeant Okie Dokie. I love that.
Who do we have to talk to?
Yeah. Sit down with us. Let's have a chat. You know, let's not reveal a lot of secrets, but, you know, let our people know what they should expect in the future. Because that would be amazing, getting to know you guys. You know, you released an amazing game that has beaten most AAA titles, and one of the most and games like these are not, you know, often. These are, like you said, unicorns, right? It's a unicorn game. You know, one of these games comes out once in a while that it becomes insanely popular and keeps up. Like, even now, like on the last episode, I said, you know, peak was 80-some thousand people playing at one time. Right now on a Saturday, 61,000 people playing this game right now. You don't see that often in many of the games right now. You can just get in the game, play a little bit, have some fun, and then just leave. You can even leave in the middle of the game, and whatever XP you gain, you get to keep that for your.
Yeah, I love how casual it is.
Yeah.
That's the best part about it.
Because I come from games that you do not want to do that with. You cannot be casual.
In some of those games, like
so I do love how casual it is, that you could just, you know, plug in, plug out real fast. And also I love that they already came out with a map, and they have a lot of future plans. You know, whether it be fixing bugs, creating new modes, creating new maps. And I'm looking forward to what comes from this game.
Not to fangirl this game too much, because I know that I'm going hard on the pros. I just love it so much. But one big positive for someone like me who doesn't navigate well, like in games, like these guys go in a game and they know all the tabs and where to go for what. I can easily find my friends in this game. I can easily find my friends to play with, whether we're in a Discord call or not. Maybe we don't want to be in a Discord call, but we still want to play together. And I can join them, and if you know if there's not even room on their squad, I can still join that game. I can still play with my friends, and I think that's another huge.
And it pulls it up.
Amazing.
I don't know why this is so hard for modern titles to get. Just the ability to party, to squad up. This should not be a thing in 2023. We should be able to just easily get in, just like the implementation that BattleBit has done. And, you know, 5 stars for that. It was great. I don't understand why other games do not have easy to join game interfaces like this.
So one more thing, right? So what you said about joining your friends, you know, there's a color difference between your friends, your Steam friends, and people people that are
Yeah.
in your squadron. Like we have a squadron, right? So it's you have to be level 60 and you create a squadron. Squad size is 12 people instead of regular squad size, which is 8 people. So when I'm playing with the boys and the girl, and we're playing
And the
together,
cat.
and the cat, I can when I join, I'm like, oh shit, everybody's playing. So you join the game, you join the party, you get in the game, and then you can tell like, okay, these are purple, so which means they're in the squadron as me. These are greens because they're in the same team as me, and these are gold because they're my Steam friends. So you can even tell the difference between who your friend is
just on the map.
on the map. So that's
how simple that was, and it changes the game for you. It changes your perspective as a player on the battlefield. I don't understand why. I mean, they took everything from other games and then they put their own things in that they wanted to see, probably as players themselves. And I think they did a fantastic job as far as gameplay goes.
It's not a new formula, but it's the best formula.
Yeah.
I agree.
I tell Epic, but I think this might be replacing Fortnite for me. Like that's how much I like it. You guys know that's a big deal, so maybe I'm fixed. Maybe this game cured me. I'm still toxic. I'm still really toxic, but it's just in a new game. But well, awesome. Anything else you guys want to talk about the game?
The only thing I could say bad about this game is what Ed says, is that he's like, what are you guys playing, Legos again? I mean, I get it.
About it though.
It's not a visual thing, and I don't think they could really make it a visual game with that many players on the server.
I think it makes it fun. Possible. It just makes it like more of like a, hey man, we're just here to have a good time.
Yeah, I get it.
That's how I feel about it.
Yep.
So
I don't feel like they were lazy in that way of doing that or anything like that.
Done like that. And I'm cool with it, but I do see that some players, Ed, will not like this type of game because of that reason. And I get it. Some people need that visual.
We're gonna work on them.
Stop. All right, guys. That's all we have to say about Battlebit for now. Maybe we'll have another episode about it, especially if they want to talk to us.
Hopefully. Maybe we should, once we wrap this up, we should send them an email with a link to our YouTube. Tell them we'd love to talk
Absolutely.
to them.
So if you have any questions, concerns, criticisms about Battlefield or our podcast, please comment. Battlebits. What did I say?
You said Battlefield.
And then tell us what you think. What do you love? What do you not love?
That's how much this game has replaced Battlefield, because I'm calling it that.
I never played Battlefield, so I'm only loyal to Battlebit.
Gotcha. All right, so if we have any comments about BattleBits, let's comment about it. Talk to us. Email us. You have us at player2start.podcast at gmail.com is our email. At our YouTube, Instagram. I think we are on every platform I can think of. So, thanks for watching. Have a good day.